Look at this. He has bought and paid for one ticket only.
I'll cancel
And he had died before I see Mecca.
You can't go to Mecca alone.
Get him, I'll let her.
Anna's...
I'll let her. I must go and see Mecca.
You're
There's no
escape
way.
Hello?
Listen, son.
Give me a second. I'm on the phone.
My
Just give
body
me
is
one
all
second,
right.
1 second.
My body
Where?
is okay, except...
No, keep going. Where?
My head is apples.
All right, I'll meet
So
you
the
there.
healing properties. I must go.
Yeah, please,
I must see
go.
Mecca.
You can't go to Mecca
I have
now.
to be hard.
All right, if
Listen, it's very important to me to go.
من فضلك. من فضلك.
Hey, stop there, police only.
My name's Detective Malley. What's your name?
Officer Grant.
Officer Grant. We come in all shapes and colours these days. Thanks very much.
Someone's done us a favour. Victim's Adam King.
It's Adam King.
Adam King, high-profile criminal lawyer. You just see the headlines now, can't you?
Is that kid related to the victim?
Yeah, it's his son.
Get him out of here, will you?
So what have we got?
King's wife had 2 shots around 9:20. Ballistics found 2 projectiles. First one missed him, second in the side of his head. Killed him.
Kid see the shooter?
Says not.
Any witnesses?
Nah, none of them. They're all bloody useless.
So what's your theory?
Well, it wasn't robbery. He's still got his wallet on him. What's happened, I think the shooters had a go at him with the first shot, missed him, and then collected him in the skull with the second one. Lucky shot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a crime scene. Please move back. We want the same as you, all right? We want to find whoever's responsible for this.
You want to start a riot?
Well, it is Redfern, right?
You say you want my clothes as evidence. Evidence of what?
Of the way he died.
He was shot.
I know, but there's still questions, and maybe his
Fine.
clothing...
You want my clothes? You can have them.
Carrie, I know this is hard for you. Can we go back to what you were saying? Mum and Dad were fighting. So you were sitting over there on the lounge. Your mum and Dad were outside. Is that when you heard the shots?
You don't care. You're glad my father's dead.
Carrie, we admired your father. He worked his butt off for his people.
Did you hear anything when you were outside? Anything?
I prefer if you talk to my son in front of me.
All right, fine. Take a seat, get comfortable. Now, is there anything unusual happening? Was he worried about anything?
The world? Global warming. Our people.
Any threats?
Threats. All the time. We reported them. And the police did nothing. I was always afraid my husband would be taken from me.
How are things between you?
Perfect.
Dad got killed because he spoke out against drug dealers. And cops.
Carrie, we're going to do whatever we can to find the person who killed your dad. If that was a police officer, they'll be charged.
I heard the locals were restless.
Yeah, Malik tried to get in the safe box and he couldn't cut it. Have you ever thought maybe this squad's not the right place for a sensitive New Age male of Middle Eastern appearance?
So when people really are out to get you, that's not paranoia.
Man, you talk about paranoia, you take a look at these. Nutters.
I want every single letter read, examined and followed up, and if you've still got a private life,
My wife's birthday.
consider it cancelled. What have we got from crime scene?
Well, it looks like the gunman was waiting here behind this bush. Victims come out, gunman shot him. Forensics have extracted the projectile from King. It's a hollow point round 38 special, possibly fired by a Smith & Wesson Model 10.
So the shooter has missed because he or she's either nervous or inexperienced.
Domestic, maybe?
Could be. There was an argument, the son's holding something back.
Kid's been conditioned 8 police.
Maybe he's got cause.
King's dead, long live the king. There's a vacancy for a king on a crusade, maybe even a sheik.
Yeah, maybe the son's right. Maybe King was killed because he was trying to get heroin out of Redfern. Maybe that's unrelated.
Maybe he's killed because he's a prick.
Well, that's healthy.
You can say that, you can shake your head, you can stand there and pose all you want, but King got his jollies humiliating young couples on the witness box. Do I give a shit he's dead? No, I don't.
Okay, let's just say you're not the only one in the force who feels like that. Okay, questions. Has King been ignored? Who did he speak to at Redfern? And who was the dealer he named?
I'll take care of that one.
Let's get everything we can on drug-related deaths in Redfern. Victims, dealers. You got any sources we can tap?
No.
No junkies, informers?
No, junkies, mate. They're a waste of time, you know. They only exchange information for one reason, put shit in their
Well, information's information.
Yeah, well, it's been a while since I worked Redfern. How are you? Looking for Paulie inside?
No, he hasn't been here for months. The band broke up.
Well, you see him, you give him the message, tell him to call me.
He was busking at Central a few weeks back.
That Albo lawyer who got himself whacked in Redfern, Crusader Rapids. You know anything about that?
Where is he was talking to Munch and someone wanted to shut him down.
Oh, any idea who? No. You got any idea who's controlling the drug runs in Redfern these days?
No, I don't know.
Well, you want to find out from them.
Mate, got my homework to do here, you know?
You want to remember why you're a free man and who you are. You just find out from them.
I don't know who Adam's source was.
Adam was getting his information about the bad drugs in Redfern from a client, and the heroin wasn't theirs. They'll talk to us just to get rid of the opposition.
I don't have that
Were
client
there any
for you.
clients who are causing trouble?
No.
Any dissatisfied clients?
All our clients are lambs.
Well, you're being very helpful.
All right, where were you at 9:20?
Working back here. We all were, except Adam. He went home.
What time?
6.
Apart from the drugs, was there anything else you was worried about?
He was a very public personality, but a very private man. He didn't confide. Once he delegated, he left us alone.
All right, going back to the clients. You had a client list here?
Ever heard of client-lawyer privilege? It's a quaint custom we have in this country.
Quaint custom. What about the Aboriginal custom of looking after your own?
I'll think about
Yeah,
it.
well, while you're thinking, we've got a list of our own. People who thought this world was a better place without your boss. You recognise any?
Peter, have a look.
Well, Adam certainly wasn't intimidated by threats or abuse. He said it proved he was doing a good job.
Where's Mr. King's diary?
His wife came and took it. She came in early this morning.
Canberra's got next. No one saw the gunman or watching their hero on TV. Fight in the King household. That was a daily event. We loved each other.
Come on, be honest.
Sometimes we fought. Normal married
You
life.
fought all the time. Adam was really at home, difficult to live with. Is that right?
You know what a conundrum is?
It's like a riddle, isn't it? Police go to university too these days, you know.
Yeah, well, Adam was like a puzzle I couldn't solve. He hid things from me. Fears, anxieties.
And you didn't
what he was
like
doing. Does your wife?
You think one of those things killed him?
Perhaps.
You find what you're looking for in the diary?
Could you give me 5 minutes alone with the police officers, please? Why? Curry. I wasn't looking for anything. Just didn't want the press getting hold of dirty laundry.
An affair? Another woman? Is that what you were fighting about?
I wanted another child. Adam refused. And there was no reason I could figure except there was another
And he
woman.
was planning to leave.
He denied it.
The night before, Walt Burnham, the boxer, yeah? What was your husband doing with Walt?
Community work,
What kind of community work?
drugs, violence, welfare. Adam wanted heroin decriminalised. He said it was what people did for the drug that caused the real damage.
So Adam and Wall were friends.
Wall was a client.
Righto, boys, come on, use your feet now. Get the jab out there. Give yourself a bit of room. Throw that jab out. Come on, use your foot. Hey, assalamu alaikum.
What you want of this, Mom?
Only in the eyes of some, mate. One thing worse than an Abbo, and that's a Muslim Abbo.
Unless you're a gay Muslim, over.
Hey.
You know why we're here, don't you?
Yeah, brother's death.
Yeah.
What were you and Adam talking about the night before he was killed?
Blackfella business.
Well, now it's police business.
What about last week? You didn't want to know.
So now we do. What was it about?
14-year-old Murray girl dropped dead in the street. These kids are dropping like flies around here.
14. Is your friend a Carrie's?
Yeah, country girl, sweet as.
Does Carrie use drugs?
I don't know, you'll have to ask him that. His father didn't know, but he sure was worried. 14, they think they know it all. They're just easy targets. Adam said we've got to stop the drugs from destroying our community. If you lot wouldn't end it, then we'd have to.
How are you going to intend to do that?
Starters ought to talk to the dealer who sold the girl the drugs.
A talk.
Yeah, I may use a bit of push and shove. I told him face to face, man to man, that he was selling drugs that were bad. He told me he wasn't. I told him to stop doing it or he would face the blackfella law.
You think this came back to bite King?
That I don't know. Just have a look at these kids, mate. You know what? When Kathy ran on that rainy night in 2000, she gave these kids someone to look up to. This piece of shit will drag them straight down there to the gutter.
Piece of shit got a name?
Yeah, Basha. Jamal Basha.
Hey, Bash is a leb, you know him?
No.
He's got prize with heroin. He's a scumbag dealer, but he's a murderer.
Well, he's handing out heroin that's killing junkies. Perhaps you just graduated to lawyers.
Maybe.
Sergeant Blight wants a word with you.
What about?
Some John Doe. I just spoke to Inspector Kelly at Redfern. He says he talked to King about the drug deaths. Kelly suggested they cooperate. He said King wasn't interested, hung up.
If King was worried about his son, he gets Walt Berman to throw Barsha around a bit just as a warning. Perhaps Barsha turned on him.
No one was taking notice of King. Why top him? What's the game?
Well, if King kept talking, the police would be forced to act.
Maybe Basha got greedy, wanted to expand, needed King's silence.
You talked to the drug squad, what'd they say?
What?
The drug squad.
No, there's nothing there for us. They got nothing.
Oh, this is bullshit. I'm going to talk to myself.
Yeah, my dead body.
Blood, urine, bile, vitreous humour concentrations of morphine were 0.68, 0.49, 0.32 and 0.062 respectively. Cause of death, heroin. But I also observed pulmonary edema. The heroin was adulterated with quinine.
Where was he found?
Redfern Station.
When?
2 days ago. Look, I need you to sign the ID statement.
Just put up here, man.
Why, you want to pray?
Yeah, nose on the ground, bum in the air, you might as well paint a sign on my ass saying rob me.
Yeah, well, you prayed in the park yesterday.
Yeah, leafy Oakland, not a soul inside. When did a lie point you as my conscience?
Yeah, well, I was thinking if we was going to pray, I was going to order some flowers. The baby's been keeping her up late, and she's very emotional. It's her birthday.
Just give me 5, will you?
Yeah, hi. I was wondering if I could order a cactus. Have you got any in flower?
Hey! What was that? What were you just doing? What are you smoking? Chill?
Go on.
What is it?
Arrest me. I'll make a headline.
I'm not here for headlines. Empty your pockets. Come here. Come here. Empty your pockets. Come here.
Get off me!
What do you got in there? What do you got in there?
Fine.
Huh? I know what you're up to. You're going to smoke yourself stupid now your dad's dead. Is that what you're going to do? Huh? You know he was worried about you.
All he was worried about was Redfern. He didn't care. You and Dad, both full of shit.
All right. I know you're angry, Carrie. Angry your dad's dead. Angry someone shot him before you got to deal with the issues. He never even had time for you when he was around. Now, we'll work together, mate. I need your help. And I don't have time for you to stop being angry. I need you to take a look at this for me, all right? See this guy? His name's Bash. You seen him before?
Did he kill my dad?
No, it's just a person of interest, all right? Settle down, Carrie. Settle
Did
down.
he kill him?
Did you buy your drugs off him? Your dad spoke about this guy, all right? Take it easy. Where you going? Come here.
Station!
Is that where this guy deals? Is that where Bash deals?
He comes after 5. The guys get off the train, they buy the drugs, and they get back on. If they're lucky.
All right, stay away from him. Hey. How you going?
Yeah, members only tonight,
My
guys.
name's Detective Malik. My friend who wished you a bear hug here is Detective Coa. We believe we've just seen a drug deal between you and your pal in the Red Castle. We're going to search you.
Yeah, I think it's a bit late to be asking for permission, don't you think? Well, look, I'm not laughing at you guys, but I'm actually setting something up for a very senior detective.
Yeah? Who might that be?
Unless you give us his or her name, we'll take him down the station.
Can you just relax on the arms, please, man? Yeah? Detective Ray Crowley.
I've come for Paul's things.
He didn't have many things, Paul. He found his address book, though. I'm going to find that Lebo mate of his and I'm going to tell him what he's done.
Joe overdosed a year ago. You want to blame someone? Blame yourself.
I went to see his counsellor. You know that? I went to see his counsellor. You know what she said? Tough love. That's what she said to me. Tough love. That's how you deal with addiction.
Tough love. That's all he ever had. And you were never there.
He stole from me. From me. A Rolex watch 2 nights ago. My father's watch.
You probably killed him. Are you happy?
Tell me why I'm here and why there's an empty chair at the Lotus.
Bertie was waiting for Ray Crowley when we picked him up. He refuses to cooperate.
Well, what does Crowley say?
I haven't told him.
Why not?
I asked Crowley if he's got gigs in Redfern. He says no. Meantime, he's up to something.
What are you suggesting?
It'd be nice to be on the same page.
You go home to your wife and kids every night. I have my girls' night out once a month. So before you pull this kind of stunt again, remember that. Whatever you're up to, Crowley, drop it. I need you.
We got Frank Bertie with drugs. He says it's your gig. So I asked you if you had sources in Redfern. You said no. So well, Bertie's involved in the shit that's flooding Redfern. Don't you think that's relevant to our brief?
Yeah, proof.
I saw him take delivery from Jamal Basha.
Dog.
What? Is there a problem, mate? Did I offend you?
You're a lab.
I'm Iraqi.
Same dude.
What do the lebs do to you anyway?
Where's Bertie?
What do you want?
What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Is I want a dog to bark the truth from and tell it to. I want to know my words aren't going to vanish in a pit of filth. I want the truth about the heroin in Redfern. Because I come and I ask you these things, don't I? I come up to you and say, what's going down in heroin? What do? You act all vague like you don't know. Now I find out you're not a dog anymore.
Don't call me a dog.
You're actually responsible. You're selling us stuff.
Talking about dog is not going to get his
Well,
cooperation.
you're going to give me some tips about interrogation techniques.
Mr. Bertie, where were you the night Adam King was murdered?
I was at the club. The club owner will confirm it, and so will 2 pimply cops on foot patrol who asked questions.
Check it. What about Basha?
Well, I didn't see him. Well, maybe he was at the station. I don't know.
Basha owned a gun.
You know to get one.
You supply a weapon?
Oh, no.
Basha say anything about King's murder?
Basha's the dealer, man. You know what I mean? He said King got what he deserved. You know, he didn't look happy. You know, doesn't look too good for business, but... what do you want me to say to you guys, man?
You know where he lives?
No.
Who do you meet?
He comes to me.
No, don't tell me he lies, because I don't like it. I told you that. That pulled me out of the middle of a bloody interview.
No, you're out.
Eh?
Stay out. You leave this to the boys.
Oh, this is wonderful. Isn't it? We got a dead drug crusader, we got junkies dying, we got informers who don't tell the truth, we got a bureaucracy that's not interested in giving anyone any justice.
I'm not a bureaucrat. This has to hold up in court.
Oh, that little turd in there's in one piece. Patsy, go on. Go out, go to your party, go home and sleep, whatever you want to do. Take-cutters won't be coming after you, will they? Won't be...
You know who's going home? You.
No. Have I ever told you that having you as a boss is one hell of a bonus? Every day you walk in the office, it just lightens the day.
Are you drunk?
You need me. You needed me. There wasn't any word like sober attached to the message.
Leave it to Malik to finish. You're a mess.
I'm a mess. And tomorrow it'll be the same. But, Inspector, you look lovely. You do, you look all right. You look lovely. You should wear a dress more often, Patricia, you know. Femininity and power, it's a terrific combination. Hot, I think they call it.
You can turn on the charm, Ray, but you're not going in.
You call Basher.
No.
Call him. The D's upstairs, they're going to do a CCR on you. Tickies will trace him in minutes, hours at the most. I want him first. What you're going to do is you're going to ring him up. You're going to tell him the caps are underweight. You're not happy and you want to set up a meeting. Call him. Get up against the wall.
What?
Get up against the wall.
Tell Betty he's dead.
Get your gear out of the car.
Mate, I don't have it.
Get out of the car.
Don't touch me, mate. Search me, search the car. I haven't got no gear, all right?
You.
Don't lay your hand on me.
You sold heroin to Paul.
Paul? Paul who? I didn't sell that for nothing, mate.
Paul, young bloke, 19. He always carried a guitar. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? You. People are dying in Redfern because of you. It all comes back to you. You and your heroin laced with quinine, eh?
Get your hands off me.
Were you with him? Were you there with him when he hit up?
I don't know nothing.
Did you bind his arms? Did you help him, did you? Did you stroke the vein? Did you stroke the vein?
I know your face. I'll come after you.
Look at me, because you killed my son. You killed my son!
I don't know your son. But if he thinks, Hammer, Daddy, it's because he loves him.
Right. This isn't how it ends. This is how it ends.
Yeah.
You understand? You understand?
Break it up.
You don't escape. You don't escape!
Adam King spoke out about heroin dealers in Redfern. He named you. Did you hear about that?
No.
Anyone ever tell you to leave Redfern, stop dealing?
Some black bastard landed on me, warned me off. Said it's a free country, mate. I do what I like.
Did that make you angry?
Yeah.
Where were you Tuesday, 9:20 p.m?
Melbourne. Caught a 5 o'clock flight from my cousin's
Tuesday?
wedding. Mate, second marriage, you know? The reception was at the Palace. Plenty of people saw me.
Well, plenty of people saw you dead in your smack at Redfern.
They want to lynch you out there.
Perhaps you'd like to be placed in protective custody.
I don't need no
Well, if you
protection.
know something, tell us. Otherwise, for your own protection, I'm
There's this client.
Client a junkie.
Hey, you say I do, I say I sell car parts on eBay. I come across this guy drunk, telling me he's looking for a hitman.
Did you give him any names?
He's an amateur, mate. Trouble.
Well, what's this got to do with the hit on King?
Redfern. He's told me that there's going to be a hit in Redfern, then boom, King's blown away.
What's this guy look like?
Gay guy, calendar boy, man. Someone's horse.
Describe him.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Soft cock, mate. Can I go now?
No, now we've got to go through photos, look for this soft-cock calendar boy.
You can't make me do that. King wasn't a saint. You got to ask yourself why he pissed off a fag. Redfern's full of fags. Fags and blacks. Maybe you got one who was both.
His alibi had checked out. We had to let him go.
You kept me in longer than 4 hours. I'll report you.
We've got all the time in the world for you.
You might, but I don't.
What does Muhammad say about a man who takes the life of another?
A man who was killed, his life can be taken in return. It's up to the relatives of the dead. They can be merciful.
Or not.
What are you doing now? What are you doing?
I'm flying to Mecca.
No, Baba. Not today. We'll save up. We'll go as a family. We'll go to Mecca. You've got to wait. You've got to wait.
For how long?
Let's get a bed. Come on, let's go. It's late. Let's go to bed. Come on.
Your father listened to what you said about not going to Mecca alone. He's taking me.
I've cancelled the trip.
Well, there'll be 2 broken hearts now, not one that you'll be dealing with. You're looking handsome today.
Yeah?
It's a lot of love for Adam. It's good for Kara to know that. Any news?
We think Adam may have been the victim of a professional hit.
Did Adam have run-in with any gay men that you know of?
Why?
We're just checking for information.
You mentioned earlier that you think Adam may have been having an affair.
It's of no matter now.
Well, adultery's a powerful motive. Do you think this affair might have been with a man?
No. Adam loves women.
Okay, so go through the reasons again. What were the things that made you think he was having an affair?
Just the little things. Oh, the daisy on his shirt crisp. Wear aftershave. And the bigger things, like Not wanting to have another child.
So who do you know that he was working with on the days that he ironed his shirt?
We had a professional relationship across the court.
Just professional?
Occasionally we had lunch.
What's occasional to you?
Should I have a lawyer here?
You done something wrong? What's occasional? Once a year?
Twice a week.
How's your boyfriend feel about that?
I don't have one.
So you and Adam confided in each other?
Yes.
Was there anything worrying him?
His wife wasn't happy.
I guess she had her reasons.
Adam would never leave her. She was a political plus.
Where were you the night Adam was killed?
We had a drink at around 6 and then he rushed off and I watched him on the TV.
Where'd you meet?
My place. Adam wanted to know about the powers of the New South Wales legal investigating body, RPA. I wondered if he was concerned about being investigated. I was worried for him.
You sure about that? All right, thanks. The RPA can't help us. They're not investigating King. It's here who run them.
What the hell is going on?
We're removing client files, company records and trust accounts. Approved by court, of course. Why didn't you tell us Adam had contacted the RPA?
I didn't know. Did you?
Interesting.
Callis has a memo here from Peter Smith, dated the week before King was killed. Peter is expressing concern that the trust account has been mishandled.
If Adam was mishandling the money, why would he call up the dogs?
Adam was running on empty, you know, too much pro bono, too many handouts.
So when you were tabled your concerns about how he was managing the trust funds, how did he respond?
Oh, he said he'd look into it.
Into what?
Was there money missing?
Well, no, I just wanted a more consistent and regular way of dealing with the accounts.
How many people could sign these? Could Fiona Baker sign?
Fiona? No, not legitimately, no. Cheques were signed by Adam and countersigned by me.
Needed 2 signatures.
No, Adam could sign by himself.
You?
No. Now, see, Adam had no sense of responsibility. So he was always attending meetings or appearing on TV or seeking out injustice like he was a one-man crusade, you know? He never had time for the business side of the practice. He took no responsibility there.
Sweaty, uncomfortable. Peter look gay to you?
No. Saw a photo of a young man in his wallet.
Son?
Could be a calendar board basis, pal. Let's take a look.
Before you do, check this out. Just had it faxed from the bank.
Peter. Why would you lie about something so basic?
Don't get too cocky. There are financial puzzles that need accounting skills to solve. And to wrought. Where's Crowley? He's called in sick. Malik asked me to chase up the people who died as a result of the drugs in Redfern. One was a Paul Crowley. You think he could be a relative?
Yeah, that's his son. Peter, when we spoke to you earlier, you gave us the impression that Adam's signature was needed on cheques.
Did I?
But you could also sign them, is that right?
In an emergency.
It seems like there were quite a few emergencies. Can you explain this?
That's what I was saying before. Adam was otherwise engaged.
Now, who's Image Proprietary Limited?
They're a studio. They do commercials, photography. Adam agreed to give it seed money.
Some seed. More like a forest.
Who runs this company?
I don't know. It was an investment.
So it was more your idea than Adam's?
No.
Did he even know about it? Can I see your wallet, please?
Sure. Yeah.
There's a photo of a young man in this wallet. What's his name?
His name's Greg.
Greg who?
Greg Small.
Boyfriend?
We live together.
Where does he work? Would it be Image Proprietary Limited?
Okay, this is, I want a lawyer, okay?
Oh, a very good one. The best. But now he's dead.
So you took the money to help Greg?
I intended to pay
So
back.
that was a problem. Why couldn't you do that?
Greg's business didn't go to plan.
Do you reckon you have a drug problem?
Yes.
Buy from a bloke called Basha.
No idea.
So you couldn't return the money, Adam discovered the fraud and you had a problem you couldn't fix?
Yes.
Now, whose idea was it to shoot King? Yours or your boyfriend?
Greg didn't have anything to do with
So
Adam's
you
death.
can't protect Greg now. We've got a witness that implicates him.
Did you kill King?
No,
Did Greg?
no.
So you hired someone?
I retain the right to remain silent.
Do you know Kari? That's King's son. His life's shattered now. He deserves to know the truth.
We've got an opportunity to do something good here, Peter.
There's nothing good here.
You'll feel better when you tell us.
Adam called me in, and he had this look of deep disappointment. And I knew he wasn't going to let this go. And I had no way of making this better. I was trapped. There was no way out. And Greg depended on me.
No, 2 men, 1 address. Yep, that's it. Thanks, appreciate the speed.
This is a boyfriend and this is a gunman formed for assault and armed robbery.
Got the warrant.
Why is Greg turning up?
Because he's the senior detective in this case.
He's not fit.
Well, that's my decision.
Chin down a little. Oh, that's hot, haughty.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! I said don't move! Get down! Get down! Get down on the ground! Don't hurt me, please. Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon now! Drop it!
Drop it.
I am of the dreaming, and I'm in my dreaming. I have a dreaming, and my dreaming is about sharing, about giving a future to our children, whether they be black, white, Christian or Muslim. Give them a chance to live free from all the poisons, whether they be drugs or even attitudes. I believe in a unified nation.
We've arrested 3 men for the murder of your father. And one of them you know. Peter Smith, your father's accountant. Don't let the bad guys win, will you? Yeah? Use the pain you feel to achieve something and make your dad proud of who you are.
Boys are waiting for you to speak. You up to it?
Ray, I don't know what to say.
You want a whiskey?
Yeah, just a small one.
Good. Well, if you want to get a whiskey, you better get yourself a glass.
Losing a son, it must be terrible. So, take off as much time as you need.
For what?
For whatever you need to do to deal with your son's death.
Well, this is doing the trick, I think. It's bound to happen. Sooner or later. I hope you didn't feel alone when he died, Paul. And loved.
Apparently it's painless.
Painless.
Heroin, you just go to sleep. Happy.
Great. He died happy.
Died with a smile on his face. Good for him.
An addict told me once that it's better than sex.
That's good news. I don't even know if my son ever had sex, but whatever, because heroin is better than sex, so. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For what?
What the train driver say?
According to the notes, the driver was looking at the signal ahead. He saw Barsha falling through his lights and braked. Too late.
Any other witnesses?
No witnesses located. Driver saw a man running up the stairs. There's bruising to the right ribs and the right jaw, and there's also this.
I heard about your son, I'm sorry.
No. Just another junkie, eh?
Barsha's dead. Did you know that?
No, man, I didn't. But there's one death that won't make a jot of difference.